Another Chelsea rejection that Arsenal want to sign. What is our love affair with this flipping team? Why do we love Chelsea players so much? Before I start, just make sure you hit the like button, hit that follow button as well so you can subscribe to my page and leave your comments down below on this video. I appreciate the love that I have been receiving. I am going to keep you up to date with all transfers surrounding Arsenal. And you know what? I'm going to keep up with rivals transfers as well, because why not? It keeps me busy. And also, it keeps them rival fans laughing at me. But I'm telling you, if Arsenal have the transfer window that I am praying that they're going to have, all of you lot laughing at me in the comments, you're going to get it. But right now, I am not laughing. I am not happy. So let's continue my morning stress. Romano released a bomb I didn't want to hear. Arsenal are informed on a 5 million release clause for Kepa as an option to be David Raya's backup. Initial talks took place to be informed on the deal's conditions. I saw a report that apparently we're already advancing on these talks, but I don't want to talk about that. Because what about Carl Hein? He's a good backup. He had a good loan spell in Spain last season. Why can't that be a number 2? Why must it be another Chelsea player? If this happens, oh boy. Continuing the Chelsea rejection theme, Arteta is a big fan of Kai Havertz and will again use the German extensively in the next coming season. So no new signing will be there to knock him off or out of the team. This tells me that Gyökeres is not coming to Arsenal. He's not sitting on the bench to Kai Havertz. We are going to sign Sesko, and I am fuming. I am fuming because I don't care how hench a man got. Can you finish the ball? Look how wham Adama Traore is. Where is he now? Where is he now? I don't care how wham you are. Can you put the ball in the back of the net? Because while you was injured, you couldn't train, could you? I don't even want to get into this. Anyhow, he starts next season. More from Isan Khan, who gave an extensive article for the Mail Sport on Arsenal. I can see at least 4 signings being made this summer. The signing of Martin Zubimendi is pretty much done, even though he said the medical tests aren't done yet and this, that, and the other. He hasn't done a medical yet, and he still thinks, no, he's not that he thinks Xabi Alonso is his idol and he would love to play for Madrid. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The signing of Martin Zubimendi is pretty much complete. So after that, it is a striker, backup goalkeeper, and then possibly a young left winger or defender who can fill in at the back. Signing a left winger is a desire, not a certainty. It will likely depend on the cost of the striker they sign. One option, they could be signing a developing young winger instead of an actual top winger, apparently. But hold on, hold your horses, because there's some big news that's coming out about the left wing that I'm going to give to you very soon. So hold your horses. We know that Andrea Berta admires Victor Gyökeres, but internally views are torn between whether he can hit the ground running in the Premier League. It's understood that Benjamin Sesko is the more favoured of the two, but it's more complex. So are you saying, also are the people that saying that they want Sesko thinking that he's going to hit the ground running in the Premier League more so than a guy that scored almost 100 goals in 100 appearances? Are you telling me that guy can't hit the ground running? Are you expecting Sesko to hit the ground running? Maybe I'm confused. Let me know. And as I said, Arteta is a big fan of Kai Havertz. He'll be used extensively. So this is why I don't think they will sign Gyökeres, because look, it just makes Sesko at just 22 in ideal terms of potential growth. He won't knock Kai Havertz out of the team. The reason why Kai Havertz is not going anywhere, as we know, Arteta is a big lover of this guy and he's on almost 300 grand a week. Tomiyasu and Jesus, of course, we know are long-term injuries and they are still under contract to 2026 and 2027. While injured, no club will buy them. We know that. If Tomiyasu doesn't return from injury before Christmas and put in some promising displays, you could expect him to leave on a free next summer. While Jesus is more tricky, you'd envision that the club will hope that he performs well next season to increase the likelihood of getting a decent price for him in January or summer of 2026. So it seems that, understandably so, that Gabriel Jesus' time at Arsenal is coming to an end. ACLs in both legs. It's very unfortunate. Someone like Takehiro Tomiyasu, the reason why I think Arsenal are giving him a bit more of a bligh is because he's been injured basically since he's come here, unfortunately, but he's a great player. He can play all across the back four. Very great utility player, but it's time to move Jesus on, definitely. Takehiro Tomiyasu is the one I would like to stay out of the two if I had a choice. I'm sorry, Jesus, I love you, but the world is cutthroat. Another midfielder coming in after Martin Zubimendi is highly unlikely. Arteta has made his stance very clear that he wants Partey to extend his contract. Thomas Partey wants to stay, and the reports linking him to Barcelona are speculative. Well, we will see. He was not on the list of players that have been released because, as you know, Arsenal released their list of players that they are releasing this month, players out of contracts. Partey's contract is up at the end of the month. So until we sign that, whatever speculation there is, rumor, I'm going to believe that there is some truth to that because he can go anywhere he wants to at the end of the month. Let's see what happens with Thomas Partey. Nuno Tavares has officially joined Lazio on a permanent deal that was confirmed yesterday by the Arsenal. It could have been a promising time for the left back, but Arteta didn't like him and he fell out of favour. I'm not sure if it was the Liverpool game or the Nottingham Forest game where it was pulled off at halftime. I think it was the FA Cup game. He was pulled off at halftime for that performance in that white kit. I remember it like it was yesterday. Take care. Jorginho will arrive in Rio early this Friday morning to undergo medical tests and sign a 3-year deal with Flamengo. We already know that Arsenal have already sanctioned and allowed him to move earlier to get this deal done. Jorginho has already decided that he will wear the number 21 for his club. And as you can see here, he is arriving in Rio today, Friday morning, because this was posted yesterday on Thursday night at 9:55 for his flight to Flamingo. So, Jorginho has left. Who is coming in, though? That's what we need to know. Arsenal have added Morgan Rogers to their attacking targets. However, any deal to acquire the player from Aston Villa would be costly. That is completely understandable. I'm expecting at least 70 million will be the fee if we was to sign Morgan Rogers, or is try and get it from Aston Villa. And because Aston Villa, well, they're not in the Champions League, they are in the Europa League, but Aston Villa will play hardball. They will play hardball because he's a good player. Morgan Rogers is. I wouldn't mind him at Arsenal. Whether we will sign him or not is another question. As I said yesterday, we are in advanced talks to sign Juventus head of scouting and Granada director Matteo Tognazzi. Currently in advanced talks. I wish we was in advanced talks to sign the striker. That's what I wish right now. But anyway, he's coming in soon. While Arsenal's rivals have been quick to strengthen this month, Andrea Berta likes to negotiate several deals. We've heard this about Berta already in the last couple of weeks for the same position at the same time. Before deciding which to activate, Arsenal's recruitment will be a balancing act in terms of fees and wages. That says ages, brother. That's a typo. It's meant to say wages, but I get what he's saying. It'll be a balancing act because we have enough players on big contracts already. If you want to retain the players like Bukayo Saka, William Saliba, Gabriel, Nwaneri, Lewis Skelly, those contracts are going to go up. We've already got big players on contracts as well. I get that it's a real big balancing act, but these conversations should have been had time ago. Major breaking news last night that Arsenal have made Rodrigo their number one winger target for this summer. Not Nico Williams. Apparently, it's Rodrigo. Arsenal are in unanimous agreement. Several key figures at the club have spoken to him, including first-team players, about life at Arsenal. Apparently so. Then later in the night, this came out. As you can see, late last night, Rodrigo is now likely to leave Real Madrid this summer. The club will demand 80 million euros fixed and then the final sale price of around 100 million, apparently. And this is why Rodrigo's move to Arsenal or anywhere else is likely. This is why. This is the reason why, because Real Madrid are closing in on Franco Mastantuono. Here we go soon. This is an Argentinian wonder kid that can play on the right wing as well as attacking and on the left, but he's predominantly a right winger. Battle over as Real Madrid have total agreement on personal terms with Mastantuono. Final negotiation with River Plate on a different structure instead of the 45 million clause, then all done. This is a key moment in the Rodrigo transfer, in the Rodrigo potential transfer to Arsenal. This guy plays on the right wing. Rodrigo wants to play on the left. Real Madrid forced Rodrigo on the right wing because Vinicius Jr. plays on the left. There is a left wing at Arsenal screaming for someone like Rodrigo to take up. Will Arsenal sign Rodrigo? I would love it. But Gunners, let me know what you think below. If you think Rodrigo will come to Arsenal, let me know how you feel about Kepa. Let me know how you feel about everything I said in this transfer video, and we will talk about it in the comments below. Make sure you follow the page, hit the like button. People, I'll be back soon. Love and guidance, people. Peace.